Back to KZN, there's a manifesto launch happening in that province. The National Freedom Party launches its party manifesto in KwaNongoma in northern KwaZulu-Natal today. This is the party's first manifesto launch without its founder and leader, Zanele KaMagwaza Msibi. Remember, she passed away last month. Let's bring in Vusi Khumalo, who's covering this launch for us. Vusi, very good morning to you. I guess, when a party who loses a president, a founder, has to go through a launch like this, there is obviously a time for reflection. What role would the late Zanele KaMagwaza play in moving forward this party? Her spirit, her ideas. Where is the future? Where does it lie for the NFP?
Yes, good morning, plain indeed. We'll also be hearing about that from the speakers here, who include Deputy President of the NFP, Mr. Jeremiah Mavundla, who will be delivering a keynote address later on. It's exactly 11:15 to 12:15. It's been given a 30-minute slot. Well, let me perhaps take you back to the era when the NFP was launched in 2011. Well, it was launched with so much fanfare. It started like a house on fire with the former mayor of Zulu District Municipality, Zanele KaMagwaza Msibi, emerging as the mayor again for the Zulu District Municipality. Previously, we know that she had been occupying that position on the ticket of the IFP. She then formed a new party. After severing ties with the IFP, she formed the National Freedom Party. Following its success in 2011 local government election, the NFP governed a number of hung municipalities, 19 of them with the help of the ANC, including the Nongoma area where we are, where the current Deputy President of the NFP, Mr. Jeremiah Mavundla, was the mayor. So at the moment, let me say that plain, we can hear a number of people who are here. They are slowly trickling into the venue Emapanoini here in KwaNongoma, where the main manifesto will be launched for the masses in order for the NFP to woo voters come the 1st of November in the local elections this year. Perhaps let me also engage the Secretary General of the party, Mr. Kanan Mdleju, who's going to tell us about whether the departure of Zanele KaMagwaza Msibi, how has it hurt you as the party? We know that she died at the time when the NFP was still preparing for the local government elections. In terms of her wisdom, how has it affected you, because she's no more now?
Good morning to the viewers of the SABC. Yes, indeed, it's a sad day today. Merely the fact that we are launching our manifesto for the first time without the presence of our leader and the founder of the NFP, Honorable Zanele KaMagwaza Msibi. It's a sad day because it raises a lot of emotions, because this giant figure will be here today addressing the masses, speaking to the people of South Africa, but she's no more, and it has affected the organization. But I think the current leadership has managed to do well under the circumstances. We have managed to take the baton and carry it forward. And today we are here launching our manifesto, where we will be promising the people of South Africa what the NFP is going to offer in the next 5 years. It's a sad day. It's a joyful day at the same time, because finally we are launching our manifesto. But the departure of our president has affected us a lot in many aspects.
Some other people will say that how will the party be able to live beyond KaMagwaza Msibi?
It's going to be a mammoth task. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be challenging. But I think KaMagwaza Msibi laid a solid foundation. We are capable as the leaders to take the party forward. Yes, there will be times where emotions will rise high. There will be times where some people will honestly be wanting to give up, but we'll manage. I think we've been able to put together a good team of leaders with different ideas, but with one and the same purpose of uniting the organization, of taking the NFP forward. And I think we are capable. We'll manage. Yes, there will be challenges here and there, but I think as the leaders, as the leadership, we are ready. the people of South Africa are ready for the NFP, and the NFP is ready to govern some municipalities, in particular in KwaZulu-Natal, because this is where our focus is. This is where the heart and soul of the NFP is, in KwaZulu-Natal, and in Zululand especially.
Okay, without being preemptive of the manifesto to be delivered by Mavunda later on today, what are some of the most priorities that you are focusing on?
During our interactions with the electorate in various parts of the country, people have told us a number of things that they want us to tackle. One of those is the issue of water. I mean, here in Zululand, there are some taps that have been dry since 2016. And we have to change that. We'll be making sure that we give people water. I'm talking about clean running water. We want to make sure that each and every household has got a tap on the yard, the tap with water. But over and above that, people are complaining about the standard of our roads, the access roads, which forces them not to connect with other parts of the area. So we want to make sure that we build or we construct access roads that will make sure that people are able to move from one area to the other, even when it's raining, because we've got instances in KwaZulu-Natal where when it's raining, the bridges are flooded and people can't go to the next part of the area. And we are going to challenge, we are going to make sure that we deal with those issues. But over and above that, the number of people, especially young people, are unemployed in KwaZulu-Natal and here in Zululand. We are going to make sure that we create jobs here. We are going to make sure that our municipalities are a source of income to many people. Over and above that, we have taken a decision or a resolution as the organization that when we have job opportunities in municipalities that will be led by the NFP, each interview will be conducted in a language that is spoken by the majority of the people in that area, because we want to cater for the people of that particular area. For example, if we have a job opportunity in Umsinga, we'll make sure that interviews are conducted in isiZulu. If we've got some jobs in Lipalale, we'll make sure that jobs are conducted in Chivenda, because we want to take care of the unemployed people in those particular areas. That's one of the things we'll be talking about here, and many others that our Deputy President is going to deliberate on later at 11 o'clock this morning. Thank you.
There's the NFP's Secretary General, Mr. Kanani Mdleje, is giving us a glimpse of the manifesto to be delivered by Deputy President Mr. Jeremiah Mavunda later on from 11:15 up to 12:15. That is for playing at the moment. We'll get back to you. We'll still talk to some of the party supporters who have already gathered here to hear the manifesto of their party and also chart the way forward after the departure of their former firebrand leader, Zanele KaMagwaza Msibi. Back to you playing in the studio.
Yeah, no doubt her spirit looms large over that event. Vusi Khumalo, live for us in KwaNongoma. We thank you, sir.